Hey y'all, welcome back. If we haven't met yet, my name is Hannah Christensen and I am a sophomore at Belmont University. I study sports administration, hence why I always have a whole bunch of different sports earrings on in lots of my videos. But today I just finished up talking about Bold at our Bruin Link Fair. And as I was talking with a lot of people and getting them to sign up and introducing them to Bold, I realized I haven't ever really talked about Bold or my experience with Bold thus far with you guys. So I figured I'd talk about it with you today. I got to see Avery, I loved meeting you. It was such an awesome time to just say hi, and I can't wait to see you at Bold activities in the future because I really do love it. What is Bold? Bold is Belmont's Office of Leadership Development, and the cool thing is we earn lots of different credits. We obviously here at Belmont we have a program called WellCore, and in order to graduate you need to fulfill all of your WellCore credits. And so a great thing about Bold is that a lot of our activities earn you WellCore credits, which means you're one step closer to being able to graduate. But attending Bold events makes it so that you can earn Bold credit as well. And these Bold credits all compile together to allow you to earn a co-curricular certificate in leadership development at graduation, should you so choose you want to continue with it. Now, last year as a freshman, I was a little bit more shy. I didn't know what I was doing, had no clue really what was going on. And I would stick with my roommate all the time. However, I heard about Bold at our welcome week and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And kind of put that off to the side. Then I got an email sometime in like September saying, hey, there's this thing called Bruin Lead. Do you want to sign up? And I was like, oh, Bruin Lead, this sounds interesting. Leadership development, free food. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to sign up. So I did Bruin Lead and I loved it. I was obsessed. I learned more about leadership training than I ever had. And it was really cool because a lot of these principles I was able to relate to my life already. And I can't tell you how many times people have asked me, Hannah, how did you do this as student body president? And as I was in that training, I realized, oh, this is what I did. This is what made me such a good leader and how I can improve on this. And so that was really special. Then after that, I signed up for a special event called the Next Level Women's Leadership Conference, and Bold was hosting it with the Jack C. Massey School of Business. And so this was a conference for people all over Tennessee and Nashville to come together. And so I signed up because they mentioned this event at Bruin Lead, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to sign up. So I signed up and I went and I met my friend Faith, and I learned even more about leadership, earned another Bold credit for my co-curricular certificate, and truly started being like, I want to do something in leadership when I grow up. I want to use all these skills. I want to help empower people and empower other women, but people in general. And that was just a super special time. After that, I went to our Pulse leadership retreat, and that was incredible. We had training, we had lots of fun activities to help us learn even more about leadership, met with different organizations that were there, such as Res Life, and that's when I really was like, I want to be an RA, and got some more information on that, which was incredible. And I met Hannah and Isabella through that, really connected with them. We did the big swing together, which I will insert that video here. But me, Hannah, and Isabella met that day at the Pulse Leadership Retreat. And that was really super special because obviously I spend a whole bunch of time with them now. But that was not the end of my leadership journey. You know, I clearly have a passion for this, and I continued to go to activities. I continued to work on my co-curricular certificate because I decided, you know what, I want that. And so I'm happy to say I'm like halfway there now, which is incredible. And my goal is to be almost finished with it. I have one thing that I can't do until like junior, senior year. So if I can get everything else done before then, that'll make everything easy peasy. So I kept going to different WellCore events, sponsored by Bold, Leadership Latelys, where leaders from all over the country come in, talk about their leadership experience, all that sort of stuff. It's so much fun, in a way to connect with others, which is super special. And so I do all this. I obviously had other things going on in my life. I started my YouTube channel. I applied for Res Life, obviously did not get that. And so I was kind of thinking, and I remembered move-in week, because move-in weeks here at Belmont are super special. You have people that move you in, and will unload your car and bring things up to your room. You have people cheering and welcoming you. It's just a whole ordeal here at Belmont every single year. And our thing is we want everyone to just feel like they're coming back home. And so we cheer them on and we unpack things because we want to make it easier for you. That's ultimately what we want to do. And that was super special. So when the application for Bold Moves, which my t-shirt's here, let me fix the camera. There we go. My t-shirt, Bold Moves Leadership Challenge. When the application for that came out, I applied immediately. It was really, I didn't have to think about it. I was like, you know what, I want to be one of the people moving people in, but I also want to receive even more leadership training. And it also meant that I was able to move in a week earlier, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in my move-in vlog. So that was one of the reasons why I was able to move in a week early, was because I was doing Bold Moves. And so I had all this leadership training. I met so many amazing people and just continued my leadership journey even more. And then obviously I was helping move people in for 36 hours of community service. I was moving people in to Belmont, and we help move in the upperclassmen, because freshmen, you've got the TT leaders and Res Life helping you move in. Upperclassmen, it's Bold and Res Life moving you in. And so it was just super special. I really liked doing that. I became so much stronger. I realized how strong I am, and that was super empowering for me, because there are times where I just feel like a weak little bug, you know, because I get winded climbing upstairs sometimes. I am not athletic whatsoever. I just have never been good with sports, which is kind of funny that I'm a sports admin major, but I'm really good at leadership and I care about sports. And that whole video of how I chose my major is a whole separate thing. I'm not going to get into that now, but I realized how much stronger I am, and that was really empowering for me. And the thing about Bold events is every single time I go to one, I make new friends. Every single time I go to a Bold event, I become a better leader. Every single time I go to a Bold event, I leave empowered. Every single time I feel stronger. And that is a good thing. That's why I love Bold so much, is those connections. Literally all of my friends on campus right now, I met through a Bold event. No kid, I met them all through a Bold event. And I love that I made those connections because of Bold. And I can't wait to earn my co-curricular certificate and build even more connections with people, because really, Bold is just a place where people from all over Belmont gather together and become better leaders and learn more about each other and themselves. Because we believe that leadership development is for everyone. Everyone can be a leader. It's a skill that you can learn. It's constantly improving, and it's amazing. And I love that they stand for that, and that's something I want to stand for. So what does BOLD stand for? Obviously, I told you what the acronym stands for earlier, but every single time we go, we constantly say DWYSYWD, which is do what you say you will do. And we just believe that if you commit to something, you should show up. Every single time, that's what a good leader does. And I love how that has factored into my life. If I sign up for something, I'm going to show up, unless I'm like on my deathbed or super duper sick. Like, obviously in those instances, please do not come. But other times, I will show up. If I commit myself, I'm going to be there. And that's something that people appreciate. And I'm thankful for BOLD teaching me that and getting in my head, and I think about that every single time I commit to something. Because I don't want to back out. I don't want to sign up for something and then just not go. Like, they could be counting on me. And so that's super fun. And obviously, it's fun to get free swag, but I just love it. So if anyone ever comes to Belmont, 10 out of 10 recommend doing BOLD. It's not a huge time commitment. It fulfills a lot of your WellCore credits, and a lot of the WellCore events that you have to go to also count towards BOLD. So that's nice. It's kind of a double whammy, I guess. It's really just amazing, and I can't say enough good things about it. Like, it's hard to put in words everything that you feel, and the only way to know exactly how it is to experience it for yourself. So everyone, if you are ever a Belmont student, sign up, join BOLD. You don't always have to come to every single event. You don't necessarily have to earn your co-curricular certificate. You don't have to necessarily be good at leadership or want to be a leader. Just show up, commit, and be ready to learn. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. I want you guys to go out there and be bold. Even if you're not a Belmont student, you can always be a leader, because everyone can be a leader. And I leave that with you guys today, and wish you a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whatever. Bye. I said, press play and live in the moment. I know someday that you're gonna make it. Press play and live in the moment. Don't ever let a single moment pass you by. Don't ever let a single moment pass you by.